Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm Richard.
And I'm John.
And today we're going to be reacting to DanMachi Season 2, Episode 3. But, of course, we have a guest with us today from the Louisville Anime community, Randall, the founder. Thank you for joining us today in this reaction video.
Thanks for having me.
All right, well, shall we do a little bit of recap first, just to familiarize ourselves. So let's see. The last episode started off with Apollo laying down the challenge, saying, your Familia messed with my Familia, so now we're gonna have our war games. Yeah, exactly. So, but Hestia was just like, nah. And they got out. They got out of there. No big deal. It's
done.
Like, yeah,
take out.
Exactly. So it's like, and then just everyone was just like, oh, okay. So yeah, they left, and then next morning comes around, and Belle's getting his gear on, and Hestia's giving the pep talk, whatever.
She's gonna take off work early and come do something with it too.
Right. Yeah. It's just
Love nest.
Yeah, right. And they're all doing the usual routine. It's like, yeah, guys, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna go in that dungeon and do some things, blah, blah, blah.
Level up.
Yeah, level up, exactly. So they start walking upstairs, they go outside, and sure enough, Apollo's Familia just is surrounding them, and...
Well, he just wanted to send them off onto the dungeon safely, right?
No, absolutely not. War games are happening whether they like it or not. So, yeah, they get pretty much ambushed, and their little love nest is pretty much destroyed. Yeah. Everybody around them is just like, what's going on? And then I think the maids were like, oh yeah, sounds like it's coming from the direction of your friends or whatever. And what was her name? The elf. She's just kind of looking on. I think I think so. Yeah. She's just kind of looking on like very concerned. And I thought she was actually going to jump in, but apparently that never happened. And then even Eyes and her Familia was like, oh yeah, we can't get involved at all because
Loki?
Yeah.
Loki Familia.
Yes, that's right. And they were all like, yeah, we can't get involved because that's not our Familia.
That's right. Because they even did go to the actual Familia house and.
But yeah, eventually though, I mean, Belle and Hestia, they're trying to run away, but yeah, wherever they go, Apollo's Familia is right there, and you jump on top of a roof. Right there, go through the streets. It's really bad situation for them. But thankfully, they do get some help finally from the
side carriers.
Yeah,
Side carriers.
The Hephaestus, right?
Hephaestus.
The Familia.
Hephaestus Familia.
Yeah, they do eventually get help from them. Heal up Belle a little bit, and then cause them some distractions, and then they're trying to get back to the guild. But I think they end up, even after getting away from that initial tough spot, they find themselves underneath a bridge. Hestia and Belle rather find themselves underneath a bridge, and they got that really strong guy from Apollo's Familia, like looking around for him, and kind of got a really weird, I guess, monologue from him. Like he's really jealous of Belle. He's like, I'm the only one that Apollo should look at. Blah blah blah. And it's like. Okay,
I forgot about that.
And it's clear. I mean, he's been abused during this relationship.
Yeah. Apollo is
creepy.
Yeah. Anyways, but so they're underneath this bridge, and there's like it's looking really bad for them. They still got so much more kilometers or miles to go to before they can reach the guild. But so. Hestia is having this one-on-one conversation with Belle, to which it all accumulates to Hestia being like, Belle, how do you feel about me? I need to know. And Belle
they could run away together.
Yeah, they could run away together right now. And
it's almost like she could become a god if she decided to like mate with him or marry him or something.
Yeah,
You're like
maybe, yeah. But poor Hestia, she got put in the respected zone.
not even the friend zone?
Not even the friend zone. It's like, yeah, I respect you. You're my goddess. I respect you so much. And she, of course, didn't want to hear that. But and she yelled that really loud, too. I don't want to hear that. To which, of course, everybody else heard that. And they were like, they pretty much surrounded them. And, started shooting at them. And, Hestia's like, you know what? We're going to go confront Apollo right now. So they went over to that mansion of his and... he was like, "Oh, so now you want to accept my war games?" And she took the.
She borrows a glove.
That's right.
To smack him with.
I thought it was great. It was from the one that was actually like
That
beat
pretty
up.
much instigated this whole thing, pretty much, yeah. And she just smacked him. So but she did say after that was all said and done that Apollo mentioned that okay, yeah, we just need to get approvals from the other gods, blah blah blah. And then she mentioned to Belle like, I'm going to try to delay this as long as possible. You need to first you need to rescue your friend. Think like Lili, right? Because forgot to mention this too. Lili and Welf actually tried to help out too, but then Lili was called back to her original familia, and so probably against her will, because she kind of had this like really dazed
mind control.
Yeah, kind of like had this dazed look on her face, and it's like, oh, she's not really wanting to do this probably, but yeah, Hestia mentions like, yeah, you got to rescue Lili, and you also got to get stronger so you can beat that guy over there, and
he needs to train with Goku.
He needs to train with Goku, or
we need the hyperbolic time chamber so I can do it really quick.
There's that. It's actually funny you mentioned that too, because Team 4-Star came out with a video about that, and they called it something else, which is not very appropriate for this video, but it's kind of accurate though. But in any case, but yeah, it looks like Belle is going to be training with not with Goku, not with King Kai, but with Eyes. Kind of behind the scenes though, because she's still not really supposed to be helping out, but she's going to do it anyways, because of
course,
she's they're friends.
Yeah,
and so yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. I think, right?
I believe so.
Pretty much covered everything. So I believe we shall get started then. What? Oh, wow. So this is Lili's familia, right?
That's what I thought.
It looks like it. We're getting supposition and backstory.
Oh.
No. Yeah. Well,
that's why.
Gotcha.
And we're done here.
Please?
So not only Apollo, but now Soma is going to be after them.
I feel like a lot of these gods and goddesses are messed up.
Well, we also talked about how Greek mythology, they were kind of crazy anyway.
Oh, he's drugged.
He's either drugged or he just doesn't care, and this other guy's taking advantage of it.
It kind of made me think the people outside wanting another drink of whatever were kind of drugged too. So
he looks to be an alchemist,
or addicted to something.
Yeah, alchemist. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's a alchemist who got put under by something he made.
Are they?
So was that Soma they were talking to in that little table?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Wow.
So Arde is her original name, right? Because we've been calling her Lili.
Yeah, they've been calling her Lili, but... So Apollo tipped them off at the beginning of this.
Probably.
Divide and conquer.
Okay, abused.
I mean, the amount of stuff she's going to suffer, though, for this.
Mm-hmm. What?
Or I could just kill you and be done with it.
Yeah. Is that her way of delaying, I guess?
I mean, that might be a good tactic, I guess. If she's not there, she can't, set the rules for it or whatever.
Except the heavens would probably come after them.
Yeah. Oh, wow. She's been doing some research there. And they still got their allies. Sounds like a trap.
Kind of true.
Yeah, I think we talked about this. They really just need to have more.
Everyone in this episode should just renounce their old familias and join this one.
There's probably more to it because of the seal on their back.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. So they really just need to find...
Need to find a seal eraser.
Either that or just more people to join the familia that haven't already joined one. Like I said, that elf would be a great ally. Because she is actually pretty powerful.
And you can't carry your loot without a supporter.
It's true. Yeah, get him, guys.
She got better things to do.
Right.
She's sick.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you're going to spoil the fun.
Okay. Well, there we are.
See, now this is what I've been interested in, what they're going to get if they win.
Well, I thought it was...
Oh. Ooh, nice. Now it's on paper.
Oh, and they get to determine how they're going to fight.
Oh. We already know who he's going to choose, so it doesn't matter.
Wow.
What?
I nominate Apollo to fight.
Well, he's... Hermes is... Or Hermes, rather.
How is he impartial?
How did that table get so big all of a sudden?
I know, right?
They were right next to each other. A siege?
A siege?
Was it really, though?
And if everyone wrote siege, no.
Yeah.
Out of all...
Yeah. Well, how about... Yeah, I was going to say, how about they be the attackers?
Hey, there you go.
Oh. We know she's up to something too, so.
No. No.
Uh-oh. Looks like he might be getting some help.
Mm.
That's pretty cool. All right.
Just one.
Just
one.
From outside there.
What?
Boo. Yes.
So. So I'm assuming it can't be anybody that we already know, right?
Maybe.
She's got a candidate.
Oh,
so.
Okay.
Or maybe they know somebody that they.
Maybe it's a boss monster. Just bring him in, wipe the floor. Like, I want to kill you.
Right.
So that's why they were using her to begin with.
Won't that just cause inflation? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into this too much. This guy.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey, keep kicking, you'll make a hole.
Right?
Check, please. This one's crazy.
Yeah. Maybe not as bad as Apollo, but still.
Oh, that ain't the dinner bell.
Oh.
Just like that. Man, she is so small. Like, I know she's small, but it's like compared to him, it's like.
Sometimes you just kind of forget about it.
Yeah. There we go. Ooh.
He'll fall asleep with the door open.
Yeah. Oh no, the keys fell inside. How did that happen?
I figured he'd probably help.
Yeah. Wait, is that the God wine?
I hope not.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably
So he has
Beam.
as much as he wants.
You're tiny, but I don't know that you can fit out that hole.
I know, right? What are you doing?
Oh. Just checking out what's going on, I guess.
And everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yeah, you might want to like find a. What are you gonna do? Break down the wall?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Even after you stole his sword in the last, or his little knife in the last season.
You know.
Could you do this closer to where she's hiding
Right,
and not yelling across the yard?
Yeah.
Well, that would be too simple.
Ow. It's
Kind of
training.
reminded me of, was it Thanos' weapon?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Transmute him some muscles.
Ooh, ow.
I mean, you would figure after all this time, though, she wouldn't have these insecurity issues, but...
Yeah, but at the same time, I guess it takes a
How
while.
many stairs does this house have?
I know, right? Oh, no, she's trying to visit. Okay.
He doesn't even act like he cares.
Right.
It's a shame she walked in on him doing his laundry.
Right. He's just so out of it.
I'm on the juice.
But she's not on the one. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. Challenge accepted.
Is her will really that strong, though? I've heard his voice actor before, though, but I can't think of who
Yeah, I
he
can't
is.
think of it either.
Are we going to down the whole thing, or?
I think that's what he wants, so. Come on. Focus.
Punch yourself in the face.
Focus. Character development.
Use the force.
Reminds me of ReZero, like the hands.
Can she do it?
She can do it. Good job.
All right.
Good job. Shut up.
Someone's gonna like strike you down, sir.
Ooh.
There, have a tankard to go.
Yeah. Or not.
Incoming!
Just like that. Whoop. No, I don't think that. Well, I don't know. He did some pretty strong. Oh,
KO.
just like that.
Well, at least that was quickly resolved.
But
I didn't want this to be like a.
Is she
seasonal
resolved
thing.
from the? Is she no longer part of the?
We're probably about to get that. I need a divorce.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Here we go.
yeah.
Just like that. There we go.
Well, that was quick.
Right.
Yeah. I guess I never considered, because it's been a while since I watched, I didn't consider how much that tattoo was connected to the gods.
Mm-hmm. Apparently. Yeah, because now this is her fight too.
Everybody's going to the Guyana Highlands to train.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. But she's not the candidate that Hestia was thinking.
She's in town. They had to rescue her first. Now they
Yeah.
can go negotiate.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. Oh. Wow.
Okay.
Just like that. I kind of had a feeling she was going to...
And here we go.
Oh, we're just gonna resolve this all in one episode.
Yeah.
I mean, he still can. Yeah.
Good answer.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Oh.
Mamma mia. Ooh.
Ooh.
Have you forgotten about the broadsword?
Nope.
They're about
But
1,000 years too young for that.
But he was doing pretty good for a second there.
Yeah, people are evil. That's just shown in plot.
Yeah. Exactly.
Aww. What is Freya the goddess of? Like destruction or something?
I thought it was love because everybody was in love with her during the party.
No.
Yeah,
I thought. I
don't
could be
maybe.
wrong. Is this a different opening or outro?
No, I think it's the same,
Same
one
one?
as last
Okay.
time.
They got a stick.
It is, yeah, because that's right. They're bringing in
Yes.
presents. And see, this is kind of what made me think that those two were going to join the Familia anyways, because they were like in the intro and outro.
Yeah, I'm not sure that protects enough.
No, it really doesn't. But fantasy anime.
Yeah, Freya is the goddess of love in Norse mythology. I thought they were just mainly
So it's
using
not like Brynhilde
Greek and
from
Roman.
Fate.
All right, guys. So what we have to do is we need to drop our current Familias and join theirs. Right? That's what we need to do. That's how.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Any Facebook want ad?
Yeah.
Need to save my friends.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That was. I didn't think it was going to happen quite that quickly, but I thought I did kind of have an idea that maybe those two would eventually join. Just because we see them in the outro and intro, and it's like, it seems too convenient that they would be there if they were still part of the other Familias. I mean, I guess it still could happen, but it's like, they were in the dungeon together. They were fighting together. The first episode of this season, so it's like, I don't know. It kind of just indicated to me like they were going to play more of a part. That is Welf and the one
Sword Maiden.
sword maiden, the samurai maiden girl lady. But yeah, so that part didn't surprise me. The fact that them joining, it's just how fast, like especially after Lili joining so quickly. Like, I mean, I guess that was going to happen eventually, and I honestly thought it already happened before, but I guess it was sort of like an unofficial joining of her Familia.
I didn't even think we'd get to this point. I figured we'd probably focus more on Belle and what was going to be set up with the war game.
Right.
But hey,
Well, maybe next episode we'll get Belle.
I mean, honestly, I was really in the back of my mind hoping for like a Rocky montage with Belle in the dungeon, just kind of going through leveling up.
Yeah.
And then, then in the, over time we get let's go save Lily, and we, change everybody's familia and whatever.
Maybe have like you mentioned Rocky montage, but my first thought was the Punch Out, where it's like from the old NES game, it's like him running, and you have Statue of Liberty in the back, or in this case, I guess the pillar, the tower. Yeah.
Is corn at the top of that tower?
Maybe senzu beans. He probably needs some right now.
That would be helpful.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, it was a pretty good episode. I really enjoyed it. I kind of moved a little faster than I expected, but I give it a thumbs up. I really liked it.
Yeah. I honestly just thought it was okay. I didn't. I wasn't like, ooh, I need to watch that again. I was just kind of like, that's all right. I mean, things happen so fast, so didn't really feel like I don't know, maybe it was just kind of for convenience sake. I wasn't really like, oh,
they're trying to get over it. I think they've got better things to do, and I think this whole war with the Apollo Familia is going to take a while.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you not to make another Dragon Ball comparison, but they're going to do the. This took 5 minutes, but it's been 5 episodes of them punching each other. So we got to take that chunk out of the series, however many episodes it's going to be.
At least 12, I imagine. But
so, if we're not even at the halfway point, that says we got like 2 or 3 more episodes of build up, and then it's going to be punchy time.
Probably, yeah.
So...
I mean, it was a decent episode, but don't get me wrong. I wasn't like thrilled with how quick it was done.
Yeah.
I mean, for convenience sake, yes, I liked it. We're not going to spend all this time on, them going and begging or being convinced or whatever. But I wasn't like, I don't know.
I think what it did for me though was, you guys probably saw it too, is like, oh, the elf is going to join the Familia.
Well, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, the greenie elf,
yes,
or the one that generally flies around in her green outfit.
Yeah.
She's the most powerful, really, of any of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much.
Is
she more powerful than Ice though?
No, not more. Well,
she's definitely more powerful than any of the other Hestia Familia for sure.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, she would be like their eyes essentially.
Yeah, she's like the
veteran.
Eyes
was level 6. I could be wrong, but
yeah,
I thought that's what the movie said.
I think she's 6, and then the elf gal is like lower, but she's been around longer and done. She's just retired.
Yeah,
she's like the what was the name of the gal from Yu Yu Hakusho? Genkai.
Oh,
she's like the Genkai of that area. So it's like, whatever,
Yeah.
And she can fly, and she can,
Right. And I can't remember how long she's been retired. I imagine for a little while, but
I think she was like older than most people there, being an elf or something.
Right.
It's been like a couple 100 years or something.
Yeah, probably. But
clearly, she's not that inactive.
Right. But I was really. I mean, I kind of was hoping for that anyways, and my hope was realized, and at least it looked like it was. She didn't actually say yes or anything, right? She did say like Mamma Mia was going to be upset or something.
Yeah, which kind of alluded to she was going to accept.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a given.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to see how she plays into it, because at this point, Belle wouldn't even have to. I mean, he's probably going to face that guy, but he technically doesn't even have to now, because she can.
Well, with the seeds, they're going to have to face everybody.
True. Yeah.
So,
and they're on the attacking side.
They're on the attacking side.
So I mean, depending on what the rules are, that could actually favor them quite a bit. Because, I mean, if it's guerrilla warfare, you take all of your people and you just hit each end of theirs and you pull them apart into a separate battle.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
But Randall, your thoughts on the episode?
I mean, I think it's one of those things where it's all build up for the next thing.
Yeah.
So I'm glad, like you were saying, with the elf gal, and I mean I wouldn't say I've read into it, but I'm on the internet and Reddits and different Discords and all that enough to kind of know where they're going, and I know actually where the season, how this battle's going to end up. So it's more like the journey to get there than necessarily the individual things.
Right.
I'm a little bit surprised with Lily's stuff. I mean, again, it was a little bit quick. I'm a little surprised they didn't do more with Lily. And it was just, oh yeah, I'm running up the stairs, I'm free.
It never really felt like she was in danger. Like when she was in the jail cell, I thought, I really felt bad for her, but then all of a sudden the jailer was just like, you can go.
Yeah, well, but see,
and I was like, oh, that's cool,
but
you know.
Even you mentioned where it's like, yeah, I kind of figured he was going to help out anyways. And
yeah, well, yeah, you can just tell how he just hated that guy.
It's like super foreshadowed, and it's like, okay, so I mean, they abused her before, and granted, they did the whole flashback thing, and I mean, it's been built up over the last couple, season or whatever, and she even betrayed Belle at one point. I don't know. It kind of feels like we're getting a little bit too much of a skip to just say, okay, this character is great or whatever, because we always hear her just, oh yeah, I got a crossbow in my arm. Choo, okay, I saved your butt. Yeah. Choo, okay, I saved you.
Oh, now I got to pick up all these things here.
Yeah, and she goes around picking things because she's low to the ground. Yeah. But it's like she's got to have some, either her race is super strong or something to lift this massive bag all the time.
Right.
And I'm like, I just want to see her deck Apollo.
Yeah.
And his head go, spit fly out the side.
Yeah.
That's going to be whether or not this season wins or not for me, is how well do they stick it to Apollo and his lead freaky henchman dude. Right. That's where this is going. It's kind of like Shield Hero, which we've talked about before in other videos about how it got up to a point and the revenge needed to take its course, and it didn't.
Yeah.
So a lot's going to hinge on that. I mean, we got some new information that we got to get this, super dude from outside Oratorio, or however you pronounce his name. So this is somebody we don't know, and I don't know that there's anybody they've suggested before.
I thought that was the elf though, because she was like, was it Hestia or somebody was like, please, you're the only one who can do it because you're the only one that fits the criteria that...
She was going to go negotiate, she had asked Hermes to go negotiate on her behalf with the guy.
Well, but wasn't that Hermes that was asking the elf chick, though? Wasn't he was one like, please, you're the only one that can...
yeah, I get it. You're right. That does make sense. She's not outside... maybe because she's retired.
She's not from there. The requirement was they couldn't be from that town.
Couldn't be part of a familia that was in that town. She wasn't part of any familia.
She's a free agent.
She's a free agent, exactly.
Okay.
She's... dare I say, she's like a LeBron James, I guess, where everybody in this case, though, they don't really realize it, but she actually is super talented, super OP, which we've already discussed. Yeah. But in fact, I think she was it the first season of this, or was it the season with Eyes, or was there an anime with Eyes, or am I thinking the manga? Anyways, but I've seen other things with her before, and she's pretty up there, and so she's going to be a huge help. Obviously, a huge help for Hestia's Familia.
Like the movie, she was practically a main character, and I'm not trying to spoil something here. The big boss or whatever, her and one from Hermes's group, the blue-haired they are practically a pair. So, and I don't mean like a romantic pair, but a pair in power terms. And they were both holding off the big bad of the Arrow of Orion movie, who was goddess powered at that point. So it's like, okay, these two, just send them in, take care of it. We got special ops right here at the Fairy Corps.
Right.
Yeah. So that's somewhat exciting to see she's coming on board. I kind of figured it was going to go that route, but if anything, Belle needs to be training with her too.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I agree with that. And in fact, actually, technically, he's not even supposed to be training with Eyes and her Familia, because they're not even supposed to be getting involved at all. So it probably would be a good idea. And actually training with her, the elf, would help them, build up some teamwork.
He needs more spells too.
Yeah,
he's only got Firebolt really. And I mean, that's grand and all, but let's
be more versatile.
Let's do some more spells. I mean, although it was super duper short, the introspective look into how the whole goddess switching thing with the seals and the backs and all that, and it's literally, oh yeah, I dropped my blood, your seal's gone, mine's here. So it kind of begs the question too: can you get somebody who has multiple sigils?
Could a goddess steal somebody by just going up and
changing? Do you have to have like a release?
I mean,
That's actually good.
I mean, I don't know. Does the god that owns the seal need to do it first?
Does that wipe out
And
your
then-
stats? You would hope not for
Yeah,
Lili.
I would
Okay,
hope not.
yeah.
Does it affect your stats, your
Would
abilities?
you get different bonuses?
Yeah,
under different
because
gods?
each familia is like its own thing with a goddess.
Oh yeah.
You know,
These are questions that we need answered.
That's true. Because yeah, I mean, because if Apollo really wanted to, he could have just done it right there at the party. Just walked up and, ripped his shirt off and tapped his blood to it and just taken him. But I guess there has to be more to it,
is that like
obviously.
Yeah,
god or something?
maybe so. Zeus, anyone? No.
No,
Sorry, bad joke. But
Apollo's already kind of doing that whole shtick with all
Yeah.
the people he's abused in his
Yeah.
group, so it's not really surprising. And then the good question is going to be Apollo's second in command dude, who's all freaky. Who's he going to end up fighting? Because I don't think it's necessarily going to be Bell. I think there's going to be somebody else.
They've kind of set it up like they have that
right.
resentment toward each other, like they almost have to make that the final conflict.
And even Hestia was not this
Yeah.
episode, previous episode was like, yeah, you need to be strong enough so you can beat that guy. Talking to Bell,
Yeah.
you need to be strong enough to beat that guy. So it kind of feels like it, but at the same time, they can just send the elf. I hate to say that as like a trump card. Like, oh, okay, I play the elf, and
I'd like Hestia to be on the field commanding, her
cool.
groups,
Yeah,
and then be like, Belkun, you go do this important thing over here. Okay, everybody else just lay into this guy.
right.
You know.
Yeah. And she kind of actually, to Hestia's credit, she actually kind of stepped up this episode. She's like, yeah, Belle entrusted me to rescue Lili, so let's do this and this, and they dropped their guard at this time of night, so we need to attack that point. And she got the group together, and it's like, yeah, okay, Hestia, because she really, at least to my memory, she doesn't really seem to do much in this series. Like, to be honest with you, other than fawning over Belle, that seems to be about
working
it.
her part-time job.
Working a part-time job.
They're paying for that sword.
Yeah. Say what?
Bouncing.
Bouncing, yeah. But otherwise, yeah, she actually started being a leader, at least from my perspective, anyways. That she seemed like she was starting to be a leader of this familia finally.
So do you get the impression? I mean, we got this in the movie here recently, so it brings it up. Is that some other familias will leave them a prize package or a gift package of armor and weapons right at before the thing starts, and be like, oh yeah, we don't need these anymore, this is trash. By the way, it's imbued with the power of Thor.
Yeah, right. That wouldn't surprise me at all. It's like, we're not actually helping them, but we're just
discarding the stuff.
Yeah, they just happen to be right here, and we're just going to leave it right here.
They did have that dialogue of Welf leaving his, like, oh, I can go make armor wherever I want.
Yeah. And I was kind of thinking of that too. It's like he doesn't have to be a part of that familia to make weapons. So just do whatever.
Maybe he loses his buff.
That's
maybe he loses all that guidance and advice as well.
His foundry buff or whatever.
Maybe. But
it'll be interesting to see what they do with the next episode. Whether they're going to stick with the Bell route or they're going to go dive back into this stuff, because it kind of feels like they're up to a satisfactory point with the B team.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree with that. So,
they might go off on a journey of training. Like I was joking during the episode, they're going off to the Guyana Highlands, like with Gundam or whatever.
Yeah.
There's got to be. They got a dungeon. I mean, they could throw him to the wolves and just chuck him in a high or a low level floor.
Yeah.
And be like, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
And he needs an upgrade to his blasted knife.
Yeah. And like you said, he needs more spells. So.
Yeah. I mean, that knife's pretty strong, though, honestly, as far as I've been told, because it's blessed by a god and only he can use it to its full potential.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
it's just I think it needs to be bigger. I'm like, okay, he's a skirmisher.
Yeah.
Or he needs two or something.
Yeah.
At least more spells.
At least more spells. But in any case, I think we should end it right there.
Yeah, I think we talked about most of it pretty well.
Yeah. So, guys, what did you think of this episode? And did you think that that the B team, as you put it, did you think that all kind of progressed kind of fast, or was it good enough? Let us know down in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed our reactions, subscribe, hit that notification bell, keep up with our channel, all the content we put out every week. And if you'd like to consider supporting our channel, we do have links down below for all that as well. So we'll see you in the next episode.
One other quick thing too. Of course, once again, thank you, Randall, for joining us. And if you guys live in the Kentucky area, please consider checking out Louisville Anime Community. As you said, if you like anime and you want to hang out with people that also like anime, that's the place to go. So
young or old, come check us out.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll see you in the next episode.